What's up, troopers? My name is Neon. We're going to be talking about some new Season 6 stuff when it comes to the update and just give you an overall for everything what's going to be in for Season 6. So some juicy information when it comes to the recon changes. We also have some visual recall changes as well, what is really important. And I'll also give you a rundown for everything what's launching for Season 6. So before we get into the video, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, please do. I would really appreciate it. The new map what's coming out for Season 6 is called Redacted. The best way to describe this map, this has been inspired by Locker and Metro. It's going to be a 3-lane type of map, and on the US side you're going to start on and it's going to be more of a robotic type of feel, and you're going to progress way more further and it's going to turn more nitty and gritty and more of that zombie style. So there's going to be 2 dome locations, and this is going to be infantry only. We're going to have a new vehicle, and in the trailer it's pretty much a drone what you can fly. It's almost like a motorcycle what can fly. It was kind of crazy because I joked about it when I actually saw it the first time, and I was like, oh, imagine you could just like jump on this like flying drone or something. But I actually thought it was going to be way more smaller, but it actually is a pretty decent size. There's going to be 2 people who can sit on it. That's going to be pretty interesting, especially if you're going to be playing as McKay. You can jump down, maybe lock onto even a chopper or jump onto a tank or something, take him out with a C5. It's going to be pretty interesting. Honestly though, troopers, if I see that flying around, I'm going to be taking that down with a tank, no problem. I tell you that for sure. But you're going to be fully exposed though, so you got to be really careful, especially if it comes to DMRs or snipers, because you could be taken down pretty quick. We have a new assault rifle, and that's the VHX D3. We have a new pistol called the L9C SED, and we have a new marksman rifle, what is the G428. There's going to be up to 13 specialist skins, 19 weapon skins, 7 vehicle skins, and 7 weapon charms, and so much more what is coming into the battle pass with 100 tiers. So let's talk about what the changes are going to be for Season 6. So what we do know is we're getting the new aim assist settings, and this is going to be improving the response curves. Multiple games have this, like Apex and Call of Duty, so that's going to be added. Also, you're going to be tweaking around with the vehicle, especially when it comes to tanks. They're actually going to be increasing the speed by double, so the threshold of how it starts up and the way you can stop it, how you can turn around corners better. So the tanks are going to be improved by that, and that's going to be a really good thing. I'm really looking forward to seeing the tanks getting a little bit of a buff. The rail tank is actually not going to be one-shotting vehicles at close range anymore, so no more of that rail tank camping at the back of the map and just taking out choppers, no problem. So you're not going to be taken out from a Nightbird from a rail tank camping at the back of the map. There's also been some changes when it comes to Raul. So Raul's hacking is actually going to be changed, so he will not be hacking anymore. He will not be technically EMPing anyone. He's actually going to be dealing damage. So if he hacks a vehicle, it actually deals damage. If you hack an enemy, you actually deal damage. I don't know how I feel about that. That's going to be a little bit questionable, but apparently also the drone for Casper does the same thing. It's also going to be dealing damage instead of actually EMPing them, and I really don't know how I feel about that. That's going to be a little bit questionable, so we got to wait and see and actually see what happens for that. One of the also interesting changes, what is very important, I think this is probably one of the biggest things, as this has been mentioned for a very long time now, and it's all about the visual recall. On a lot of rate of fire weapons, especially if they're extremely high on the rate of fire, they shoot so much that they don't line up with the crosshair whatsoever, and it makes it really difficult to actually track an enemy or even burst fire, as they have the spread now in this game. So the burst fire is extremely difficult and it just doesn't line up properly. It feels like sometimes when you're using a weapon, you see the spread going all over the place, but your gun doesn't look like it's shooting exactly where it's supposed to be. Well, they're going to be tweaking around with that, and they're going to be making it a lot more smoother, but this also is actually going to probably make the recoil even more better. So you think weapons already shoot straight as it is, this is going to make it shoot even more better. And if you want to play this game on a different platform, but you just don't want to buy the game again, then on the 12th to the 16th, that this game will be free to play. So if you're on PlayStation but you have an Xbox or you have a PC but you don't want to buy the game, then you can just download it for free. But that's all the stuff we have so far. There's going to be a patch note released very soon, so keep an eye on the channel so I can go through everything for Season 6 patch notes. This Season 6 will be released on October the 10th, so make sure you're getting ready because it's going to be a pretty good time. Anyway, troopers, thank you very much for listening to me talk. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, be a part of Pink Army, and I'll see you troopers on the battlefield.